Urgent Chicago Bears fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Chicago Bears updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, Bears fans, today we're diving deep into some electrifying rumors and developments that have been buzzing around Halas Hall, the home base of the Chicago Bears. It's that time of year again, the offseason, when the front office is busy working behind the scenes, trying to piece together a roster that can finally bring that long-awaited playoff run, and maybe even a Super Bowl, back to Chicago. And let me tell you, the vibe around the team right now is one of determination, strategic moves, and a clear intent to upgrade the roster, especially on the offensive side. Now, if you've been paying attention, you already know that the Bears have been quietly, but intensely, exploring options to bolster their backfield. The running back position, traditionally one of the most crucial spots on any team, has become a real focal point for Chicago. Why? Because the Bears recognize that having a versatile, explosive, and durable running back can change the game completely, especially in today's NFL, where having a threat both on the ground and in the passing game is almost a necessity. And the rumors, or should I say, the whispers, coming out of the NFL's rumor mill suggest that the Bears are eyeing some big names, guys who can make an immediate impact, and I'm talking about J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, and DeAndre Swift. Let's start with J.K. Dobbins. For those of you who follow college football and the NFL closely, you know Dobbins as one of the most promising young running backs in the league. Coming out of Ohio State, Dobbins impressed everyone with his explosive speed, vision, and ability to turn even small openings into big gains. Since entering the NFL with the Baltimore Ravens, he's shown flashes of brilliance, especially when healthy, and that's key. When Dobbins is on the field, he's a threat to break off long runs at any moment. His agility and acceleration are top-notch, making him a nightmare for defenses. And let's not forget, the Ravens have a deep backfield, which has sometimes limited Dobbins' touches, but when he's been featured, he's proved he can carry a load. Now, the interesting part is that with his potential and talent, multiple teams, including the Bears, are rumored to be interested, especially if Baltimore considers trading him or if they want to free up cap space. Moving on to Nick Chubb, now that's a different story altogether. Chubb is one of the most physically imposing and reliable running backs in the NFL. Since his rookie season with Cleveland, he's been a model of consistency. He's built like a tank, and his ability to break tackles and gain yards after contact is second to none. Watching Chubb run is like watching a freight train. He's powerful, relentless, and has a nose for the end zone. In fact, Chubb's yardage totals and rushing averages over the past few seasons put him right at the top of the league. Despite some injuries that have sidelined him temporarily, he's shown resilience and a work ethic that's rare. The Bears, who are looking to establish a stronger ground game, see Chubb as a perfect fit to lead that charge. His versatility would allow Chicago to run more effectively in various situations, and his experience could be invaluable for the young offensive line and quarterback. And then there's DeAndre Swift. Swift is one of the most exciting young talents in the NFL today. He burst onto the scene with the Detroit Lions showing incredible speed, agility, and a knack for making plays both on the ground and through the air. Swift's ability to contribute in the passing game makes him a dual threat, which in today's NFL is almost a requirement for a modern back. His vision and patience allow him to find the right gaps, and his quick cuts and burst of acceleration make him a dynamic player. Last season, despite some injury setbacks, Swift demonstrated that he can be a game-changer when healthy. The Bears are reportedly very interested in him because he fits their offensive philosophy of speed and versatility, especially given their current roster composition and the need for a spark in the backfield. But why are the Bears so focused on these specific names? Well, the team has been in a bit of a transitional phase, trying to find the right pieces to elevate their offense to the next level. Last season, we saw flashes of potential, especially with young players like Justin Fields, the quarterback who has shown incredible talent but still needs more weapons around him. The offensive line has been improving, but there's still a need for a solid, consistent running game to take some pressure off Fields and keep defenses honest. The front office knows this, and they're clearly exploring options to bring in someone who can be that difference maker. Now, it's important to note that all of this is still in the realm of speculation. Nothing has been officially announced or confirmed by the Bears or the players' agents. These are rumors right now, but they're coming from credible sources and insiders who keep a close eye on league movements. The NFL offseason is a time of strategic maneuvering, and Chicago is no stranger to making bold moves during this period. Remember, in recent years, the Bears have been active in free agency and trade markets, bringing in players who fit their system and culture, and this year looks no different. The Bears front office has shown that they're willing to invest in the right players, especially those who can help turn the franchise around. The current roster has some bright spots, but it's clear that the team needs more firepower, especially in the backfield. The offensive line, while improved, still has some gaps, and having a reliable running back who can carry the load and make big plays can open up the entire offense. It also creates opportunities for play-action passes, which can help Justin Fields and the receivers get more open downfield. For the fans, this kind of news sparks a lot of excitement. We know that the Bears have been building towards something special, and adding a top-tier running back can be a game-changer. Imagine a defense that has to respect the run, with a back like Chubb or Dobbins breaking off long runs, setting up play-action, and giving Fields more room to operate. It's the kind of upgrade that can shift the momentum and help the Bears become a more balanced and dangerous team. Looking back at the history of the franchise, the Bears have always had a proud tradition of strong running games. From Walter Payton, one of the greatest running backs of all time, to modern stars like Matt Forte, the Bears have always valued a solid ground attack. Bringing in a player like Chubb or Dobbins would continue that legacy and send a message to the league that Chicago means business. Plus, with the team's recent draft picks and young talent on defense, adding a star running back would make this team more well-rounded and harder to defend against. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and team needs can change rapidly based on injuries, trades, and performance. The Bears are in a position where they're actively trying to position themselves for a playoff push in the upcoming season. The AFC and NFC are getting more competitive each year, and the NFC North is no exception. The Green Bay Packers are rebuilding, the Minnesota Vikings are always tough, and the Detroit Lions have been trending upward, making every game more challenging. For Chicago to compete at that level, they need to make smart, impactful moves. Adding a star running back could be exactly what they need to push over the edge. And don't forget, the Bears also have a talented young quarterback in Justin Fields. His development is crucial, and having a reliable, explosive back like Chubb, Dobbins, or Swift could be the missing piece that unlocks his full potential. Fields has shown flashes of brilliance, and with better weaponry and a more balanced offense, he could finally take that next step and become one of the league's top quarterbacks. The addition of a top-tier running back would help him immensely, giving him a consistent ground game to lean on and opening up the passing game even more. Now, as we wait for official announcements, it's fun to speculate about how these potential moves could reshape the Bears roster. Imagine the impact on the offensive scheme, the morale of the team, and most importantly, the excitement of the fans. Every offseason move builds anticipation, and this one could be one of the most significant in recent memory. The front office has been strategic, and if they manage to bring in one of these star running backs, it could be a signal that the Bears are serious about competing now, not just in the future. Of course, it's also worth noting that salary cap considerations, trade demands, and player preferences will play a role in how these rumors unfold. But the fact that the Bears are even in the conversation for these high-profile backs indicates their level of interest and the seriousness of their intent. They're looking to make a splash, to show that they're committed to building a winning team around Justin Fields and a strong core of talent. In conclusion, Bears fans, the offseason is shaping up to be incredibly interesting. We're on the edge of our seats waiting to see if these rumors turn into reality. The team's front office knows what they're doing, and they're exploring every avenue to make the roster better. Whether it's J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, or DeAndre Swift, one thing's for sure, the Chicago Bears are eyeing the future with a lot of ambition. They're not content with just competing, they want to dominate, and with the right moves, they could be on their way to doing just that. So, keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and let's see how the story unfolds in the coming weeks. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and the Bears are certainly making their presence felt this year. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these rumors? Do you think the Bears will land one of these star running backs? Which one would you prefer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Remember, this team has a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a bright future. Let's see how it all develops. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.